against Clemson. As we're ready for action, it's going to be Virginia serving first, and it is an ace to start. Nicely done. Hannah Scott, the ace to begin, her third this season, the Franklin, Tennessee junior. So important for Virginia. They are 5-1 when they win the first set this season. If they can get on top early, that would be massive. As Scott, the lefty, second serve. It's deep. It's played on the back line by Suarez. A shot at the net is over the outstretched fingertips of the blockers. Bianca Garibaldi. She is a force to the net, top 10 in both hitting percentage and in blocks. Delivers the first point for Georgia Tech, and we're tied at 1. The Yellow Jackets, winners of 3 of their last 4. They battle a lot of injuries this year, but they're starting to play really well. That's a nice dig. Cavaliers get it on their attacking side. Cross-court shot from Bowie connects on the far sideline. Hoping for a big night from Lauren Bowie. Last name very fitting for Halloween. More importantly, had 10 kills against Miami. Coming off a massive game is Lauren Bowie. The second time in the year she had the most points in a game against Miami. 2-1 early lead for Virginia. Tap across is wide. And the Cavaliers take back-to-back points. Nice opening start for the Cavaliers. For Virginia, they lost to top 25, ranked 15th Miami. 3-1. They won that second set, though, and I think that was a big boost of confidence for a team that was looking for some momentum. Cross-court ball tapped to the net, popped up in the air. Nice work by the Cavaliers. Bowie over the top. Now the setup on the near side. It goes over to Mambu, and the point goes to the Cavaliers. So 3 straight won by UVA, and that brings head coach Shannon Wells up off the bench in her 5th season of the Cavaliers head coach. It was a lot of fun talking with her. Had so many great things to say about this team. Called them a great group of women. They love playing with each other. Carrying on a great tradition here at the University of Virginia for this volleyball program. Bowie again on the attack, sends it to the back line. This time Despania's ready. It leads to a shot from Mambu, but the Cavaliers recover. Now Bowie taps over. No problem there on the cross court. Now down the line it goes, and the finish for Despania. What an excellent recent stretch of games for her. 10-plus kills in each of her last 3 contests. That's her first. As Abby Lee, the freshman from Alpharetta, Georgia, subs in. She's been earning more playing time recently for Georgia Tech. A team that's lost a lot of players to injuries, Liv Mogridge being one of them. As that one is served across, and the point goes to Georgia Tech. Larissa Mendez, who had 11 kills against Virginia last year. She had a major injury earlier this year. Former All-ACC freshman team. Was a bummer for a Virginia Tech team that had high expectations this year. Still right in the middle of the pack of the ACC, though. It can do a lot of damage in the postseason if they can get there. Cross-court ball ricochets off the fingertips of a blocker and drops in for Reagan Innes, the freshman from Clifton Park, New York. Top offensive weapon this year for Virginia. I actually thought that was going to be the Cavaliers' point, and it was deflected. Apparently it went off the tape and went wide. That was really close. See if Ennis can redeem herself. Nice ball. Well played. And the cross-court from Mambu, and that goes long. Point to the Cavaliers. So Mimi Mambu is being tested early. Another freshman on the other side from Chantilly, Virginia. Virginia native, goes down to Georgia Tech. 27 kills in 2 games last week. She's been a focal point for the Georgia Tech offense. After the Cavaliers go up 4-1, 3 straight for Georgia Tech. Now let's see if Virginia can put together a little stretch. Lee sets up on the inside out. Ball to Pierce, and she buries it into the hardwood to even it up at 5. Laura Bialeski in for the first time. We're tied at 5, and what we think is going to be a very competitive match. Cavaliers looking to win their 3rd straight home game in conference. They've been great at home in ACC play. As Bowie's ball, top spin, and it dropped in. May have been tipped at the net. Bowie puts the Cavaliers back up by 1. She'll sub out. Some height coming in as Zoe Dode returns. And the 6'6" Becca White, tallest player on the team. Height is something that Coach Shannon Wells has been trying to recruit heavily over the past couple of years. Wants her team to be taller. Been part of her great recruiting class over the past few seasons. Oh, that's a rocket right off the chest of Zoe Dode, but it kept in play. Now the inside-out swing from Pierce. Diving play made by Barrier, and the cross-court swing catches a sideline. What a point by the Cavaliers as they've won 2 of the last 3 to lead 7-5. That's a hustle play Coach Wells has loved from her team over the past couple of weeks. They really pushed top 15 Miami, taking that to 4 sets. And the serve over. And this time it's a bit long service error for the Cavaliers. The first for either team. And that snaps a positive couple of points. 2 in a row for Virginia. And now Velez, the libero to serve. A gritty libero, one of the best in the conference in dig, 6th in the ACC in that category. Speaking of going down for the return is Barrier in the block at the net from Garibaldi. So Bianca Garibaldi right there at the net, just 5'11". You look at her though, she feels like she plays taller. The sophomore from Argentina, transferred from Pitt. As the serve goes long from Velez. She was an elite player at Trinity Valley Community College before transferring a few years ago to Georgia Tech. Tight match so far. We've gone back and forth over these past 2 games or a couple points rather, after Virginia won 3 in a row to go up 4-1. Serve to the sideline, kept up in the air, cross court. Diving attempt from Booth, and she can't come up with it. We're tied at 8. Suarez to serve. 9 service aces this year for Suarez. The Yellow Jackets' primary center works it to the back line. Popped up by Barrier at the net. Played by Booth. And that's going to go down for a kill. Cadence Booth, what a swing from her. But the Cavaliers back up by 1. As Reig returns, and she's going to serve with her 8 service aces. 4 service aces all in the past month. She returned after missing last year to injury. And Reig is starting to find her groove as a big-time server. As she looks to Velez, the setup on the far side. Cross-court ball. Reig is ready. Free ball over from White. Now the setup in the middle for the big swing from Garibaldi, her second kill to tie to 9. Back in is Mambu. Georgia Tech has not led yet in this first set. It's been a quick moving one. Both teams being aggressive, coming off tough losses to top 15 teams. Low serve, dugout, set up, cross-court tap from Booth, blocked back. Now Booth has another shot again, tries for the finesse. This time she just closes the net to put Virginia back on top. Cadence Booth, 3rd time's the charm. The outside hitter from Kernsville, North Carolina. Now Scott serving. Led the team in digs 4 of the last 5 matches. Scott the lefty to the back line. The setup comes near side of Mampu. Played well by the Cavaliers. The setup in the middle. It's Robinson, but blocked back across. A fantastic play on the other end by Suarez. 34 assists against Stanford for Suarez after back-to-back 40-plus assist games. Been playing great over the past couple of weeks. Eloise ties it at 10 apiece. 2 teams that have fought through significant injury. Says there's a free ball to get to where they are in this season. Right there in the middle, and the kill for Pierce puts the Yellow Jackets on top for the first time today. Georgia Tech hitting at a .235 percentage. Virginia .214. And there's the first ace for the Yellow Jackets. They've won 3 straight points to take the 12-10 lead. Let's watch this stretch. You don't want to get out of hand here if you're Virginia. See if Coach Wells ponders a timeout. Serve from Garibaldi. In the middle to Bowie. Set up to Robinson, and she connects on the right side corner. Jasmine Robinson, her second kill today. That's a big run stopper. 3 points in a row for the Yellow Jackets. And now the Cavaliers can tie it here, down 12-11. Booth to serve. Versatile player, third on the team in dinks. Goes to the back line, ball in the middle to Pierce. Set up. Coming across is Bowie. Cross-court swing from Despania. Cavaliers defense has been fantastic as Innes goes cross-court for the kill. Reagan Innes, her first kill today for the team leader in that category. 208 on the year, leads the team in kills, second most in a Shannon Wells era for a freshman. 6th all-time in that category for freshmen. Double block at the net, nicely done. Now the setup comes the middle to Robinson, tipped up by Pierce. Cross-court swing, double block. Robinson was there, so was Reagan Innes. Back-to-back points, and now the Cavaliers have a stretch leading 13-12. See if Booth can keep it going. Still on serve. UVA looking for their 3rd straight conference home win as Booth delivers a second service error for the Cavaliers in this set. Abby Lee to return for Despania, and she will serve one of her specialties. Couple kills for Booth, couple kills for Bowie, and then 2 kills for Pierce and 2 for Garibaldi on the Georgia Tech side. High ball over the top, easy setup for the Yellow Jackets, and they take advantage as Pierce with the kill. Deandra Pierce, she may make her first All-ACC team, second in the conference in hitting percentage. She was on that Texas National Championship team back in 2022. As lead ball to the back line, set up in the middle. Once again, it's Booth, and once again, Booth finishing to tie it at 14. Despania returns for Georgia Tech. A couple substitutions for the Cavaliers, including Caroline Lang. What a fun story she is. She's been playing great recently. 8 kills against Miami. Caroline Lang, the only Charlotte's player who has started for UVA, coming off the bench today. She started playing volleyball 3 years ago at a UVA camp as that's tapped across. Lang might get a chance here early. Instead, it's the Bowie who drops it in off the blocker's hands, with the Cavaliers back up by 1. That leads us to a timeout. We'll keep it here to talk about this story from Caroline Lang. So going back to, and now on serve. Switching from a 5-2 to a 6-2 as Katie Barrier delivers to the back line. Coach Wells says that should lead to more offense. There's some offense from Despania as she attacks the sideline to tie it at 15. Naomi Despania, the Italy native, the Italian 6-foot freshman, 10+ kills in each of her last 3 games. And now it's the first 1-10. Laura Boletsky to serve. Had 5 digs in that Stanford matchup. Was great off the bench. Good low serve. No problem for Barrier. She gets it across. Set up on the inside out to Pearson. Is blocked. Connecting on the back line. No, just a little bit long. And Tech takes the 1-point lead. So back-to-back points won by the Yellow Jackets. Now they try to create some separation. Tegan Hogan back in the libero for the Cavaliers. Important point here on serve is Boletsky. She attacks Hogan right away. The setup in the middle. Cross-court ball is wide from Lang on her first attempt today, the freshman from Charlottesville. Tied a career high with 8 kills against Miami, 22 kills over her last 4 matches, just missing there. And now a 2-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Still on service, Boletsky, the 3rd service ace of the set for Georgia Tech. And Coach Wells will take a time. Boletsky to serve. Boletsky coming off, they serve his ace. Out of the timeouts, we'll see what Coach Wells' team can come up with. Boletsky delivers high ball over the net. Hogan ready, set up on the far side to Innes. Her cross-court ball, Boletsky goes down for it. Now on the other side, the big swing, and the shot is deflected, and it's a point for the Yellow Jackets off the swing from Despania. Coach Wells coming out and double-checking with her team. They tell her, yes, it was tipped, so no need for a challenge. Boletsky's serve, her 4th in a row. Biggest lead for either team so far in this set at 4. The tap of the net. Last touch by Lang, both freshman Lang and Ennis going up, and it's cleaned up by Bowie. That snaps a 5-point stretch for the Yellow Jackets, and a couple subs coming in as White returns, and so does Zoe Dode. You can feel the high energy in this environment. It's a compact gymnasium. Does get loud, especially in these tight sets. 19-16. Good low serve from Dode, just over the net, and cleaned up by Reagan Ennis. Her 2nd kill in the set. Ennis, Georgia Tech, and her good friend, Michelle Collier. Back-to-back points won by the Cavaliers. Zoe Dode leads the team in service aces with 22. Good ball. Gonna have to be a free ball if it's even back across, and it is just around the candy cane. Innes' shot is into the net, and it doesn't matter. Late call, but it's a correct one. That one went around the post, didn't go on the inside of it, and the point goes to the Cavaliers. They've won 3 straight. Each of the referees had to confirm with each other. And now Dode serving to tie at 19. Another good low serve on the back line. Despania sets it. A cross-court shot from Fedorovich, getting an opportunity. Now to Innes. She opts for touched. Diving play made by Despania. Now the free ball across from Velez. Here's a setup in the middle. Caroline Lang with her first kill today after recording 8 against Miami. And we're even at 19. 4 straight points won by the Cavaliers. Biggest stretch for Virginia so far today, and it comes at a huge moment. Dode. Another good low serve. Despania hits it up in the air. Now in the middle. Tap over from Fedorovich. Ready for another Cavaliers. Innes cross-court ball to Velez. Again, Fedorovich sets it to the back line. Booth trying to keep it in play. She's able to shovel across. Free ball, Georgia Tech, and the sneak attack over from Suarez. Didn't see that one coming. Yellow Jackets snap a 4-point stretch for the Cavaliers, and they're back up by 1. Here's Velez on the serve. She has 20 aces on the year. Innes answers. We're tied at 20. Reagan Innes, 4th kill in the set, coming alive. First to 5. We'll take the first. Cavaliers 5-1 when they win the first set. They're also nearly undefeated. 9-1 when they have more kills than their opponents. They lead that category by 1. Fedorovich, cross-court shot. And we're even at 20. We're also even in the kill count. Pardon me. Georgia Tech back up by 1. Anna Fedorovich, 117 kills in ACC play. She has really come out strong since she started getting more playing time. Georgia Tech is 5-4. All those in conference. Big swing, and the finish from Booth to even it up at 21. Now we come down the stretch. Robinson returns. So does Meredith Reed. Reach to serve. 4 aces in the past 2 weeks. Number 5 would be big here for Meredith, the junior from North Carolina. Another strong serve. Velez takes it. Cross-court ball from Vidorovic as she finishes the point again. And Anna is catching fire. A couple of kills over these past few points. Mambu returns. Vidorovic to serve. The freshman from Poland. Gone back and forth over the past 5 points. Vidorovic on the near side. To a knee is Reed. The set up to Booth. And she closes out the point. Cadence Booth on fire in the set. Her 5th kill. First to 3 wins. Hannah Scott to serve. With a 5-2 offense from Coach Wells, it ran through Hannah Scott. Now they're back to the 6-2, looking for more offense. They've responded with 15 kills and now finishing the point to make it 16, and it's 23-22. Timeout, Coach Collier, timeout. Hannah Scott to serve, 23-22. Cavaliers trying to close out the first set. Hoping to beat the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets for the first time since 2017. Scott to the sideline. Vidorovic with it. Set up in the cross-court ball. Nicely played by Range. Couldn't keep it in. We're tied at 23. Garibaldi, who's been quiet since early on, had those 2 kills early to serve. First to be up by 2. Bianca Garibaldi, the pit transfer, delivers to the back line, a little bit too heavy. Tough time for the service error. The Yellow Jackets think it dropped. We might get a replay, and we will. Of course, the lines judges have the better look at it, as Naomi Despania was pointing down to the hardwood, saying that one caught the back line. And we'll have a replay. Big point. The winner of this point, of course, will serve for the first set. As the referee is looking, and he goes to the scores table. We're going to have the announcement in just a moment. And it is long. Cavaliers take the point, missing by maybe 2 or 3 inches. And now, Virginia serving for the set. Cadence Booth. Fitting that she would close. 5 kills to lead everybody. Booth with 13 service aces. Sets to try to close out the first set. Cavaliers trying to move to 4-5 in conference. First set win would be huge. Booth to Caspania. Her shot double blocked, but it is wide, and we're even at 24. Caspania's big swing was blocked, but wide. Now it's first to be up by 2. Abby Lee returns, a freshman from Georgia. Alpharetta, one of the team leaders in service aces, to deliver. Serve from Lee. Right there is Innes. Set up back to Innes on the inside out. Hit twice, kept in play. Now the cross-court swing from Mambu, and it's finished by the Yellow Jackets. They serve for the set. So many weapons to choose from. Mimi Mambu, her 3rd kill, and now timeout taken by Coach Wells. Back-to-back points won by the Yellow Jackets. Coach Wells will talk about it with her team. We thought this would be an even matchup. 2 teams that had aspirations in conference. Their seasons have been slowed down by injuries, but both have been playing well recently. Cavaliers have won their last 2 home games in conference and 3 of the last 4 victories for Georgia Tech in conference play. 17 kills for Georgia Tech, 15 for Virginia. Cavaliers hitting .375, a fantastic hitting percentage. When you have a performance like that, the goal, of course, the expectation is winning the first set. Booth at 625, Bowie at 500. Those two have absolutely dominated the set. Espana, Pierce, Fedorovic all over 300. Both teams very efficient first sets. Comes down to these final points. Back-to-back points won by the Yellow Jackets. And now Abby Lee to serve. Here's Lee trying to serve out the first set. Innes, the setup, back to Innes. Top spin ball going down and making the play is Garibaldi. Mambu tries to finish, well dug out by Hogan. Now the free ball across to Lee as she sets up Mambu, again going cross court. Off the fingertips of Bowie, set back to Bowie. Her cross court shot, ready for it is Fedorovic. Now Mambu again, it eats up Scott. And the Yellow Jackets take the first set 26-24. They win the final 3 points. Close out late though, 3 in total. Fedorovic and her 12 service aces into the net for a service error. Optimistic start for the Cavaliers. Very quickly, Katie Barrier in, so is Caroline Lang. Charlottesville native, Barrier from Nashville. Transfer from the University of Tennessee. She played high school volleyball with Hannah Scott in Nashville. Nice serve, good low ball dug out by Velez, set up to Mambu, who continues to be scorching hot. Her 3rd kill of the match. Nimi Mambu from Chantilly, Virginia, 27 kills this past week. Garibaldi to serve. Ball deep, set up in the middle. Lang goes for the kill off the fingertips of Pierce. To Espana, double block. Pierce and Innes, a pair of freshmen. We're tied at 2. Pardon me, 2-1. Virginia takes the lead as Zoe Doe to serve. The Granville, Michigan native. All ACC freshman team member last year. 3 assists against Miami. Doe, good left-handed serve. Somehow back across. Here's Mambu. Set up in the middle, out to Ennis, her cross-court ball, calling for deflection, and she gets the call. It's 3-1 Cavaliers. Back-to-back big points from Reagan Innes. Now Doe serving for the 2nd time. Another good low serve to Despania. Back to Despania. Cross-court ball. On top of it is Booth. Here's a chance for Innes right in the middle. Top spin over to Velez. Down the near side, Despania again, laying out her fingertips on it. Couldn't quite dig it out though. 3 straight points and a stretch stop for the Cavaliers. Yellow Jackets back on serve. It'll be Lee to do the honors. .351 hitting percentage for the Cavaliers. You know, Coach Wells is happy about that. Booth. Cross court. Hammering shot from White as she pummels the hardwood on the kill. Becca White. Check the floor for a dent. The 6'6" sophomore from Worthington, Ohio with a big swing. 4-2. Cavaliers on top. Now Ennis serving. 20-plus kills 3 times for the freshman. Coach Wells, that's into the net for Ennis. Had such great things to say about her. High expectations coming into the year, and she has met them. I think that's the thing that stood out to us when we talked with Coach Wells this week was this is what they thought Reagan was capable of. It's not surprising. Talented player from New York. State not exactly a volleyball mecca. Unlike the Midwest or Texas or down in Florida's. Another big swing from White leads to the kill. Reagan Ennis has acclimated herself in a fantastic way to high major volleyball. 5-3. Cavaliers in control to start this second set. Fedorovic. White is ready. Set up back to White. This time she uses touch. Diving play made by Velez. Espana, free ball across. Rieg this time sets up Booth. Her shot down the line misses. She turns to her teammates, taps her chest. Says, my bad. I think Booth, if she could have a do-over, would go cross court instead of down the line. Now Velez to serve. From Trinity Valley Community College. Going down to get it is Reed. Can't pull it up, and it's 5-5. It's a good serve from Velez, the ace for her 14th this season. Velez, another one coming. Tough libero, gritty player, one of the best at digs. That ball tips off the tape, leads to a setup for Robinson, and she finishes. A hammer from Jasmine to put the Cavaliers back up by 1. Now Scott, one of the best serves in the conference, back in control. The Franklin, Tennessee native to the back line it goes. Boletsky, deep ball, Reach pops it up. This should be a good chance for a big swing from Booth. Put some side spin on it, Velez ready. And now Fedorovic off the fingertips of Bowie out of play. Even at 6. Georgia Tech won the first set 26-24. Two teams fighting for a postseason berth. Cavaliers looking for their first win against the Yellow Jackets since 2017. Had their number recently. Bowie, little touch across. Diving save made by Espana. Double block at the net. It was Robinson in Bowie. Cavaliers, as the pendulum swings back their way, take the 1-point lead. Now Booth, part of that dynamic duo on the outside with Innes, third on the team in kills. So drop it across. The setup goes to Garibaldi. Somehow back by Virginia. Espana over the top. Innes keeps it in play. Setup goes to Bowie. Her cross-court ball clips the sideline, and we're tied at 7. Mambu comes back in for the Yellow Jackets. Espana to serve. Pardon me, that's Fedorovic. Fedorovic, good low serve. Even better dig by Rig. Down the middle, Robinson off the dig from, it was actually Tegan Hogan, and Robinson finishes with her second kill in the set. As she'll sub out, Enos back in. Lang also getting set to come in for Rig. Barrier serving. Looks down the line. Barely getting 4 knuckles underneath. It's Mambu. Now she free balls it across. It's a pretty good one with topspin. Cross-court ball from Bowie. Battle for it at the net. 50-50. Ball goes the way of Caroline Lang. I don't think it ever came back across. Now there's a conversation about if Lang connected with the net, I believe. Coach Collier looking for a net violation. Both these teams coming off losses. Georgia Tech dropped their last one in 3 sets against top 5 Stanford. Virginia Tech fell to number 15 ranked Miami in 4 sets. It was the second set that they won, 25-19. Barrier serve. Rockets it off the top of the tape. Looking for the aggressive service. Ace doesn't find it. It's 9-8. 3-point stretch snap for the Cavaliers. Caroline Lang picking up the kill on that last point. She now has a couple after matching a career high with 8 against Miami. Garibaldi the serve. Right there is Rieg, set up in the middle. Cross-court ball from Espana, right in front of the feet of Booth. Espana, big kill from her. We're tied at 9. Garibaldi still on serve. The Pitt transfer. Had 12 kills against Virginia last year, and the cleanup of the net from Pierce. Back-to-back points won by the Yellow Jackets. Or pardon me, a net violation, I believe. Yeah, no, I was right the first time. Kill from Pierce. Thought for a second the official called the net violation on Pierce. 3 straight serves for Garibaldi. Set up to Innes. Her big swing off the forearm of Garibaldi. Right place, right time. She shrugs her shoulders. Not much the Cavaliers can do as they had been pressed up after the big swing from Innes. Garibaldi just blocked it back for the 3rd point in a row, 1 for the Yellow Jackets. That's tough luck. Serve wide from Garibaldi. Streak has ended. Couple subs coming in. White and Dode ready to check. As Scott and Bowie sub out. Dode serving. Backline to Espana. Finished by Innes at the net. Even at 11, back-to-back for the Cavaliers. Reagan Innes has 5 kills. That hitting percentage we've been talking about, Cavaliers 327. 22 kills, so they switch from a 5-2 to a 6-2. Little luck from the tape, and it drops in. Zoe Dode. 1-point lead for Virginia. 3 in a row for the Cavaliers. Dode, 24 service aces. Looking for 25. Not a bad one. Mamdou. And point goes to Virginia. 4 in a row, 1. As Mamdou called for the net violation. Feel the energy rising. Yellow Jackets won the first set, 26-24. Cavaliers trying to respond. They've won 4 straight, 3 on Dode serves. Mamdou the return. Set up on the near side. Cross-court ball blocked by Lang. A second chance here. This time it's White. She taps it in. 5 in a row for the Cavaliers. Timeout taken by Coach Collier. 14-11. Virginia leads by 3 in the second set as they inch closer to 3 straight points, 1 on her serve. 4 straight for the Cavaliers. They try to keep it going. They have not won 5 in a row tonight. Dode, another good low serve. Mamdou keeps it, and this is going to lead to a free ball. Good backline swing to Booth. The setup to White, and her ball finishes. Becca White, her 3rd kill of the set. She is playing fantastic. She didn't play against Miami. She's flashed her potential, including 14 kills against Michigan in a 3-set win earlier this year. She actually leads the team with a .294 hitting percentage. Just her 3rd match since September, and that serve is long. A 5-point run snapped by the Yellow Jackets is 15-12. Becca White getting a chance tonight, and she's responded. Coach Wells going with the height. 353 hitting percentage for the Cavaliers, 263 for the Yellow Jackets. Hogan, the setup in the middle for Lang. Lang's got 3 kills. Cavaliers have now won 6 in the past 7 points. A sub for the Yellow Jackets. Espana back in. Innes on serve. Looking for Espana right away. Instead, it's Velez. Instead, to Mamdou. Innes couldn't get her knuckles underneath. Kill for Mamdou, her 5th at 16-13. Cavaliers had a set point in the first set. They were up 25-24. Pardon me, they were up 24-23. And in 3 straight points won by the Yellow Jackets. Good low serve. Innes gets her knuckles underneath it. White, and she continues to cook with her 4th kill. What has got into Becca White tonight? Only her third match she's played in this month. White and Robinson go up. They get the double block, kept in play. Again to White and Robinson. Again, White and Robinson. Shuts the door. It's 18-13. 7 of the past 9 points taken by the Cavaliers. Reeg back on serve. 8 aces on the season. Looking towards the back is Stabilewski. The setup in the middle. Despania. This time she finishes off the right hand of Robinson. Good swing from Despania. Georgia Tech trying to claw their way back into this set, down by 4. Velez serving. Cavaliers 7 points away from evening the match. Set up to the near side. It's Booth. Left-handed tap. It did drop, but it went around the post. Back-to-back one by the Yellow Jackets. Tough angle for Booth. You love the smiles and the energy from the Cavaliers, and that's something Coach Wells has said. Their positivity's been infectious. Jones sets up Robinson. She pushes to the back line. And now in the middle to Despania, blocked by Robinson. It's still in play, though. Booth and Robinson thought the point was done. Velez gets her finger underneath it. Robinson goes up for the battle at the net. Cross-court swing down the line, and it is wide. Coach Wells would not have been happy had Cavaliers not won that point. They thought it was over. Didn't matter, though, as they go up by 4. Now Scott to serve. Scott opts for touch, set up in the middle to the far side to Fedorovic, blocked by Robinson, and the Cavaliers can't keep it in. Lead to 3. Don't want to play with your food if you're Virginia. Such a good stretch. Now time to close out the set. Suarez serving. Junior from Brazil. 9 service aces. Almost number 10. Great return. Booth off the blockers. Cavaliers snap a 2-point stretch for the Yellow Jackets, now up by 4. They win 50% of the points the rest of the way. The set is theirs. Booth. Good deep serve set up in the middle. Now to Despania. That is her 9th kill. She has been the most dynamic player for either side today. Naomi Despania. She has 10 kills in each of the last 3 games. She'll top that tonight. Still a 3-point lead for the Cavaliers, as Lauren Bowie may have got something in her eye as she has her jersey up. Still smiling, seems to be okay, just trying to, whatever it is, maybe some dust, makeup. Contacts can be tough sometimes, but she's okay, as Coach Wells thumbs up to the referee, says she thinks she's good. Fedorovic to serve, the Polish freshman. 26-24. Tech took the first set. Cavaliers trying to come back and win the second. Set up in the middle to Booth. Touch across. On the near side to Despania. Blocked by Ennis. Despania fell. Goes over to Mambu. She punches it with her knuckles over. Now to Ennis. Her kill attempt is blocked in. That was Garibaldi, the middle blocker, ready for it. Ennis has 5 kills, was looking for 6. Garibaldi denies it. Now the lead is 2. Fedorovic still on serve. That's a good one. Down to a knee to play it up as Ennis. Ball in the middle. Robinson. Fedorovic ready. Back to Fedorovic. Her top spin ball off the hand of Hogan. 3 in a row won by the Yellow Jackets. They try to tie it here. Timeout taken, Coach Wells. Good timeout for Coach Wells, trying to rally the troops. They're still up by 1. 20. And now serving for the tie is Fedorovic. Hogan. Innes, the finish. And a 3-point stretch snapped by the Yellow Jackets. Reagan Innes, her 6th kill. Barrier to serve. Virginia, you can tell, can feel the momentum turning back to their side as Caroline Lang returns. Yellow Jackets won the first set. Cavaliers 4 points away from the second. They had set point in the first, just couldn't close it out. Trying to do so here. Barrier, good serve to the back line, and it is a violation, net violation, I believe, on Virginia. Coach Wells coming to ask for an explanation. And Caroline Lang doesn't think she went over the net. Coach Wells talking to her, saying maybe she moved the hand over the top. So Caroline's only been playing volleyball for 3 years, and Coach Wells says, look, something she's just getting used to. She's such a talented player who's still getting used to the game, coming off a career-high 8 kills against Miami. Innes and Lang go up, the 2 freshmen, they get a fingertip on it, pushed back over by Bowie. Again, Innes going up, this time she can't touch it, as Despania finds the back corner to tie it at 21. Two out of 3 run by the Yellow Jackets. They've won 4 out of the past 5 points to even the match at 21. Garibaldi. The serve again. Good low ball. Ennis down to grab it. Almost a collision. Free ball pushed across. Can the Yellow Jackets take advantage? And they do. Pierce the kill. 3 straight won by Georgia Tech. They're up by 1. Timeout, Coach Wells. And it is the 4. Garibaldi on the serve. Yellow Jackets 5-5 in conference. Cavaliers 3-7. Garibaldi, the ace, as the ball ricochets just to our left. Diving at 10 from Innes. And now 2 points away is Georgia Tech. An ace for Garibaldi. She's taken over 2 kills and an ace here late. And then the block goes wide. Bowie, nice touch, and now it's the Cavaliers who can tie it here. Another close set. The first one went down to the wire. The Cavaliers led 24-23. They lost the final 3 points in the first set to lose 26-24. Can they return the favor and win here late in the second? Dode. Off the tape. Dode, a little luck from the tape to tie it at 23. Her second ace tonight. 500 hitting percentage. She leads the team in that category. That is only going to go up. Okay, Zoe Dode set to serve. Big one coming. Dode, nice low ball. Played by Despania. Set back up in the middle. And it's dropped in by Fedorovic. And now the Yellow Jackets serve for the second set. It will be Abby Lee to come in to serve. 2 nail biters. Yellow Jackets won the first 26-24. They can take the second on this point. Booth. The reverse. Out to White. Somehow kept in as Lee puts up in the air to Mambu. And she connects on the back corner. 2 straight to close out the set for the Yellow Jackets. And they take a 2-0 lead. Cavaliers playing great. 328 hitting percent. Cavaliers won 4 straight points in the second set on Scott's serve. She starts the third. An awkward tap across from Garibaldi, and then she finishes to make it 1-0 Yellow Jackets to start. Anytime you drop 2 sets, obviously so critical to come out strong. Cavaliers have won their last 2 home games, in danger of dropping this one, though. Yellow Jackets trying to go above 500 in conference play. Garibaldi had a great first set, 4 sets. Ball to Garibaldi. She keeps it in play. Now the cross-court from Despania. Blocked out of play by Robinson. And a quick start for the Yellow Jackets. They win the first 2 points. Cavaliers now hitting .299. Keep that above 300. Still a great performance in terms of their hitting percentage. Here comes the cross court from Booth. Cadence Booth, her 7th kill. Wide open space in the back right corner. Booth connected. And now Cadence can even the match here in the 3rd set. Senior from Kernsville, Ohio. One of 4 seniors on the roster. They triple block at the center. Robinson in the middle with Bowie and Innes. We're tied at 2. Booth serving. Booth looking for her first service ace of the match. Not a bad look. Back line to Spania. Set it back to Spania. Down the line from her is long. 3 straight won by the Cavaliers. Georgia Tech started the set with 2 points. 3 in a row from Virginia. Cavaliers 3-7 in conference play. They've won their last 2 in the ACC at home, trying to keep that winning streak alive. Battled injuries throughout the year. They've had to play in different venues here at home because of construction. As Robinson, the block to open space. 4 in a row for Virginia. Also, all the road games for the Cavaliers. 6 of their past 7 have been on the road. They'll finish off with 3 of 4 at home, but that's always a tough stretch when a good chunk of your road games in conference are front-loaded. 4 in a row won by the Cavaliers. Little short ball off the tape. The net has been kind to Virginia tonight. That's her 4th ace. 5 in a row won by Virginia. Cavaliers have come out strong here in the 3rd set. They did in the 1st and 2nd as well. They faltered down the end, losing both by 2 points. Quickly wiping up a wet spot. As we're getting late here on Halloween night, if there's an evening where something wild and crazy would happen, it would be tonight. And that would mean the Cavaliers potentially coming back down from 2 sets. A second chance for Mampu. Blocked again by Bowie. She's got a big smile on her face after those 2 plays. Good push over. Diving play made by Barrier. Big swing from Robinson. Cross court from Caspania. Ready there is the front line. Tap over. Robinson taps. Barrier pops it up. Bowie across. And it's into the net. Point for Georgia Tech. As Lee returns to serve, that snaps a 5-0 run from the Cavaliers. Abby Lee, the 6'1 freshman, serving. Trying to make it 2 in a row. Good low ball, Ennis. Set up Scott, back to Ennis. She taps over. A couple players hit it. Somehow sliding underneath it is Scott. The setup to Bowie this time. Her cross-court ball. Did it drop? It did, as it clips the sideline. 6 out of 7 won for Virginia. Now Despania returns for Georgia Tech. Barrier to serve. 16 service aces for Barrier this season, none tonight. Until now. Barrier, the big serve, 7 of 8 won by the Cavaliers. Virginia scorching hot to start the 3rd set, hitting percentage up to .292. .250 for Georgia Tech. Been a very close match. Both sets could have gone either way. As that one tickles the tape, hit back across. Barrier sets up Innes. She goes cross court. Ready for it, Velez. Now the setup to Mampi. Her topspin ball. Diving save by Barrier. Set up into the middle to Booth. Her cross-court ball, and now the play is blown dead. As the officials talk for a second. You love the energy from Virginia here in the 3rd set. They got down 2-0. Anytime you get down early, as it looks like one of the posts came undone, and the official had to stop the point, that's a shame because it was a really good one. Anytime you get down early, in the third set after losing the first two, especially the way that the Cavaliers did 26-24 in the first and then 25-23 in the second. You think, okay, where's the team's confidence? What an answer from Virginia that goes with the MO of this team, the great personalities and determination. Get down 2-0, win 7 of the next 8 points. And we reset this one with Barrier, the Nashville junior, serving. Coach Wells speaks so highly of the character of this team. Wells delivers another ace off the forearms of Fedorovich. Timeout taken for Georgia Tech. The starting libero, Barrier, the junior from Nashville, again low serve. Set up to Mambu, her cross-court shot. Barrier puts up in the air to Innes. Ricochets off the net. Mambu somehow pops it up and got it in. Amazing hustle by Mambu. At the net is Lang, and she's whistled for the violation, a net violation, and we might actually get a review here, as Coach Wells asks for it immediately. It's the second challenge of the game, the first in the second set from Georgia Tech, and now a challenge on the net violation. Caroline Lang had some open space. The official said she flattened her hand over the top of the net. Got another look at it, though. You might see on your shot, potentially, a little camera connected to the net. That's what helps us out and allows the referee to re-look at that play. 8 out of 9 points won in this third set by Virginia after dropping the first 2 points. Waiting to see what the final ruling is here. The referee's still looking at it. Cavaliers take on Clemson on Sunday, and then 2 straight road games against tough opponents, SMU and Pittsburgh, 2 of the top teams in the conference. Clemson, they've had a tough season towards the bottom, so a very winnable game for the Cavaliers. You get to this match, you may come back tonight, win this weekend on Sunday, you can be 5-5. As the referee had a look, and the review confirms. Lang net violation, and the point taken by Georgia Tech. I believe, no, my mistake. I'm sorry. That was overturned. Point goes to the Cavaliers. I saw the referee point to the side of Georgia Tech. Cavaliers get the point. So the kill for Lang. Barrier the serve, 9-3, again off the tape. Set up in the middle. Kill attempt from Pierce's turn back. Mambu finishes, and it dropped. Mimi Mambu, another kill. That's her 6th. Lang now with 5 kills in the match. Career high against Miami was 8. We talked about the story in the first set. We'll reiterate it from Caroline Lang, only Charlottesville player to ever start under Coach Wells as the play is stopped. It's like a ball may have rolled onto the court on the far side. They're going to replay the point. Lang just started playing volleyball 3 years ago, was going to the camps in high school for the University of Virginia, and clearly Coach Wells saw something in her. Even when she was being outperformed by players with more experience, Coach Wells said, hey, stick with it, and ended up recruiting her. We thought Caroline would redshirt, but with all the injuries, she's ended up getting a lot of minutes and a career-high 8 kills against a top 15 team in Miami. Cross-court ball from Innes. Ricochets off the blocker's fingertips. Sails out of play, and the kill from Innes. It's 10-4 Cavaliers. Back in is Zoe Dode. UVA down by 2 sets. You wouldn't know it from their attitude, though. Trying to fight back and pick up the third, leading by 6. Big serve from Dode. High ball from Belutsky. Right in the middle is Despania. Don't want her to have room to work with there. 10-5. A 7-1 run in the early parts of the set has the Cavaliers up 10-5. Forcing Georgia Tech to battle back after winning the first 2 sets by 2 points. Low ball dug out by Hogan. Set up in the middle. Cross-court swing and a kill. Again, it's Becca White. What a difference she makes. Her 5th kill today. Missing most of October. Back out there tonight. Ennis on serve. 2-time ACC Freshman of the Week. Recently won it on October 20th. Reagan Ennis trying to get double-figure kill totals, has 7. Despania, an absolute rocket. Somehow Barrier got her body in front of it, and then Ennis overcooked it long. Despania, 13 kills tonight, and she's been on fire recently. The freshman from Italy, she's gonna be a problem for everybody in the ACC. 10 kills in each of her last 3 matches. Topspin serve from Suarez, one of their better servers. Big swing from Booth, and it is long. So back-to-back shots, a little heavy from Virginia. And it's 11-7 now, as Georgia Tech has won the last 2. Still serving is Suarez. This one is out from her. A timely service error for the Cavaliers, untimely for Georgia Tech. Reed to serve. Look for that first ace tonight. She has 4 over the past 2 weeks. Despania tried to push it over and missed it wide. She was looking for a deflection, didn't get it, and it's 13-7. Back-to-back points for the Cavaliers. Here comes Rieg. Belutsky. Set up to the far side. Fedorovic, and she gets the point. Anna Fedorovic, when she swings big, she rarely misses. 13-8. 242 hitting percentage, Georgia Tech. 282, Virginia. Fedorovic. 12 service aces, went big there, hit the net. Pair of subs in for the Cavaliers as Bowie returns. So does Scott. Hannah set to serve. Best server on the team. That's on me. Hits the net, service there, 14-9. When you see a rotation come in for Georgia Tech, Virginia oftentimes will bring in Scott to serve. That's part of the strategy from Coach Wells. She wants Scott serving when that back line is fresh. Speaking of back line, Bowie connects. On Halloween, very fittingly, Lauren Bowie approaching 10 kills with 8. Got a couple Halloween costumes. I see a young lady with orange hair. I'm assuming that's a costume. In the front row, behind the back line, kept in play. Bowie pushes it in. Bowie just touched it over, wide open court. Coach Collier thought there was a net violation, didn't get it. Back-to-back for the Cavaliers. It's 16-9, and they can smell the finish line. Trying to pick up the third set. Booth serving. Despania. Back to Despania. Double blocked by Robinson, and Ennis at the net. Not coming back. 4 in a row for the Cavaliers. Timeout taken by Georgia Tech. Cavaliers rolling here in the third set, up 17-9 on the ACC network. Since 2017, they dropped in 3 sets last year. Booth, third serving. Tough ball. It's deep. Set up Mambu. Cross court. Robinson's there. So is Bowie. And it's all Cavaliers right now. They've won 4 straight points. Georgia Tech won the first 2 points in the set. Since then, it's been 18-7. Advantage Cavaliers. Cadence Booth back on serve. Cadence Booth delivering to Despania. Mambu again. Robinson and Bowie timing their jumps perfectly. Robinson a chance to finish the point, and she does. Robinson has 4 kills. To go along with 9 blocks for Robinson. Absolutely a wall at the net. And it's a 10-point lead the first time either team has led by 10 points in a set. Virginia got a little lackadaisical towards the end of that second. They really could be leading now as, again, it's Robinson. The hit percentage up to .312. Cavaliers have 67 points to the 60 of Georgia Tech. But the Yellow Jackets have been timely. Couple late runs in the first and second sets. Big reason why Despania did that 13 kills. Not there that time, though. And once again, Robinson. 3 points in a row won by her. She can't be stopped. 4 left. 4 points away from a set of the Cavaliers. Jasmine Robinson, the Chesapeake, Virginia native, transferred from Virginia Tech. She started most of the games for the Cavaliers. Had 3 kills against Miami. Much better performance tonight. Cross-court ball from Mambu, and it drops. That snaps a 5-point run for the Cavaliers. 21-10. Lead a serve. And Jasmine Robinson, though, what an addition she was. We'll keep a close eye on this number now. 94 kills. If this match goes late, she could get to 100. Can she add to it here? Yes, she can. Jasmine Robinson, another one. 6 kills for her tonight. 3 in this set. Robinson, 462 clip tonight. As a team, Cavaliers now back up to 329. An immaculate set from them. As Barriers ball to the back. Set up in the middle, off the rotation. It's Pierce. That time Cavaliers can't keep it in. Credit Georgia Tech. They could have mailed this third set in after getting down big and just looking towards the fourth, leading 2-0. Bileski. Cheese to serve. 2 service aces against Stanford. Bowie free ball over. Set up in the middle. Off the rotation, it's Pierce. 2 in a row won by Georgia Tech. Here's where the Cavaliers struggled a bit in the first and second sets. Couldn't quite close out either. Marquis Fletcher Gymnasium on the campus of the University of Virginia. On the return is Hogan. Set up to Innes, who's been quiet in the third, loud on that point. Kill there. Innes has 9. 2 away for Virginia. Doe to serve. The way they've played in this third set, Cavaliers have a lot of momentum entering the fourth. Trying to finish, though. Doe an absolute rocket across. Somehow return and then finished by Fedorovich. Excellent work by Velez to get underneath it. As the teams trade points, and now Sofia Velez. The great dig rewarded with a serve. Hogan. Innes. 1 point away. Cavaliers closing in on the third set. 9 kills for Innes. Pardon me, make that 10. She's in double figures. Freshman of the Week honors last week. Looking to close out the set. Well long. Airmails the serve. No harm, no foul if you can take care of business here. Suarez to serve. Hard ball from the back line by Innes. Fight at the net. Barrier sets it up. Over on the far side. Intercepting it and crossing over was Cadet. It's to serve Suarez for the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets serving to start the fourth set. Booth. Nice diving play by Belutsky. The setup onto the far side of Fedorovic. Ready for it is Hogan, and the Yellow Jackets take the first point of set number 4. Yellow Jackets, you remember, won the first 2 points in the third set, and the Cavaliers went on a 7-8 run. Suarez to serve. Was great to see Kate Dean out there to close out the third set. Set up to the far side, cross-court ball from Bowie is blocked, kept in play. Now Booth has a chance. The double block goes out of play. We're tied at 1. Booth couldn't finish, Bowie did. Lauren now has 10 kills to join Reagan Innes in double figures. How about Lauren Bowie? Back-to-back 10-kill games for her, had 10 against Miami. Junior from Westerville coming on. Despania, big swing. Even better save by Booth. The setup to Innes. Wide open court to put the Cavaliers on top by 1. Cadence Booth kept that point alive, and now she'll serve. Cavaliers looking for their first win against the Yellow Jackets since 2017. Booth, team down a set, but has all the momentum. Not on that point. Closed out by Garibaldi. Bianca Garibaldi. She has not been as forceful as she normally is, but that's her 5th kill. Still very efficient. 5 kills on 8 attempts. Speaking of efficiency, a .356 hitting percentage for the Cavaliers. Not the best return. Can Hogan get it across? She does. It's an easy setup, though, for Garibaldi, and she missed it wide. A lot of open court, rare miss from Garibaldi, and the Cavaliers take the point. As Kate Dean returns, senior middle blocker from Eastern Illinois University transfer. Over 550 career kills. When she came in that third set, it was her first action since October 12th. Finished off the point, getting a chance here off her fingertips. Dean goes up, fights the net. Garibaldi keeps it in play. Now let's set up to Mambu. She looks down the line and misses wide. Back-to-back for the Cavaliers. Now Barrier serving again. And Virginia just looks like they're playing with a ton of confidence. Taking number 15th ranked Miami to 4 sets. I mean, this really could be a 3-0 lead for the Cavaliers. But Georgia Tech very clutch in the first and second sets, won tight contents. Cavaliers clearly won the third, 25-14. They've won 3 in a row here in the fourth and are up 5-2. Ennis 11th kill. Two teams that have fought through significant injuries this year. This battle of ACC rivals. Mambu, wicked shot, finding the corner, stopping the 3-point run for the Cavaliers. It's Garibaldi to serve. 10th in the ACC in service aces. I think the only player on either team in the top 10 was looking backline. Booth used her height to climb the ladder and hit it out of the air. Big swing from Pierce. Better dig from Scott. The setup to Bowie. Closing out the point is Lauren Bowie, and she has 10 kills in double figures. Dode returns for Bowie. White back in, who had 4 kills herself in the third set. Amazing how much better this offense looks with her back. Coach Wells talking about it. They can move to a 6-2, a more aggressive formation. Dean remains on the field, on the court. As Dode service ace for Dode. 4 in a row for the Cavaliers. The body language so good for Virginia. Leads the team in service aces, does Dode. 2 tonight, now with 24. Despania buries it in the net. 4 in a row won by Virginia. This was the time where they went on that stretch in the first set. They lost the first 2 points and then won 7 on the next 8. Leading by 5, down a set. Dode serving. Looking to the corner, and it is long. Dode tried to dart that one on the back corner and couldn't find the bullseye. Lead to serve. The Alpharetta, Georgia freshman. And she misses. Back-to-back service errors. Despania back in for Lee. And one thing I like, Lee comes in to serve, picks up the service error. Coach Kalia gives her a high five coming to the bench. A reminder that the energy, the positivity is so valuable in this sport. Top spin swing by Mambu. Backline readies Ennis. Setup goes to Booth. Her cross-court ball finds the hardwood. 10-4 Cavaliers. We might get a challenge from Coach Kalia. I think the question is, was it tipped? The ball actually may have been wide. It was close, as the far side referee said it was tipped. The Cavaliers get the point. Service error from Ennis. 3 combined for the 2 teams. Out of 15 points in the 4th set. Maybe some tired legs on these serves. A handful hitting the net. Bilutsky. Hogan. Set up. Far side. Cross court White. Back to Hogan. Maybe some miscommunication with Ennis. 10-6. Bilutsky on serve. Bilutsky, pardon me. Bilutsky serve. Hogan, nice return. Set up in the middle to Dean. She tries to finish his. Despania ready. Now the cross court to the back line from Fedorovich. Ready for it's Ennis. Booth touching across. Diving and making the play is Bilutsky. Bilutsky's ball goes to the other side. In the middle, Dean. Her shot blocked but out of play. The second kill tonight for Kate Dean. And the senior will sub out. Excellent work. Big smile from Coach Wells for Kate Dean. 11-6. Reeg serving. Right down the middle. Return to Reeg. Sets it up in the center to Dode. Pushed over by Robinson, who subbed in. Across it goes to Bilutsky. Her deep ball is popped up in the air by Ennis. Booth on the cross court. Ready's Bilutsky. Now the setup on the near side is Mambu coming across. And Booth and Robinson can't combine for the block. Great point. Back and forth. One of the longer of the match. Tech down by 4, hanging in there in this 4th set. Won the first 2 each by 2 points. Cavaliers won the third 25-14. Booth, touch, over. Mambu, ready. Or pardon me, that was Despania. Velez to serve. 3 straight won by Georgia Tech. Booth. The setup on the far side. And Becca White's shot is blocked out of play. White the kill. Number 6 for her. She'll sub out. So does Dode. In is Bowie. And Hannah Scott to serve. Scott already has 2 aces. Make it 3. Hannah Scott having a night on the serve. Her third tonight, 13-8. Back-to-back points for the Cavaliers. Scott still on serve. Tennessee native. College of Charleston transfer. Led the team in digs in 4 of the past 5 matches. Dug out by Bielutski and finished by the Yellow Jackets. Now Suarez on serve. Feed back to Booth. Center court, an absolute rocket off the hand of Velez. Kept in play. Free ball across. The setup this time from Scott. It's Robinson finishing. Cavaliers up by 5. They're cruising along, trying to tie this match up. Booth serving. What a night for her. 9 kills. It's going to be a free ball over. Booth the setup. Into Scott. Back to Booth on the inside out. Rather, that's Bowie. Despania. Bowie the block. Oh, what a block by Bowie. Robinson was there too. And that leads us to immediate timeout. 15-9 Cavaliers working their way to the fourth. Percentage still sky high at 365. After losing the first 2 sets by 2 points, they dominated the third 25-14, up by 6 here in the fourth. Little touch over from Booth. Fake play at the top. Desanya, a rocket off the shoulder of Booth. And you want to watch out when she lines up. Naomi Despania, 15-10. I want to get a speed gun on that shot from Despania. 14 kills for her. Fedorovic has 10. Ennis and Bowie in double figures. And then Robinson, she's closing in. She's got 8 kills and 10 blocks. Has the double-double in her sights. She'll sub out. Dean is in. Riga's also out. Barrier to serve. Barrier. Good serve. Booth couldn't get her hand underneath it. 16-11. Annika Groom coming in. Nice return by her, getting tested early. Had to double check my number. The Florida freshman hasn't played since October 12th. A lot of with this match going late, both coaches trying some different strategies. Groom getting some playing time and a real nice return. Bowie keeps it in. Dean sets it up. Scott somehow got it across. And then a free ball pushed across. Let's see if we can get a clean look here. Some miscommunication as Hogan is able to push it over. Then in the middle, the cross court from Espana goes wide. A break for the Cavaliers as they had a couple miscues, but Espana had some room, just missed it wide. As White and Dode come in, back out are Scott and Bowie. Now Zoe Dode. What a fun night here on Halloween night. Crazy things happen. This is the night for it in Wouldn't it be crazy if the Cavaliers come back and win this in 5? They're trying to at least push it to a 5th after dropping the first 2. Despania, nothing but hardwood, finding the opening. 17-12. She'll sub out. Back in is Lee to serve. Normally reliable, had a service error on her last attempt. Lee. This time it's clean. Hogan, the setup to Ennis, the block. Booth keeps it in play. Dean looking deep, missing long. That was a tough one over her shoulder. 17-13. So 2 out of the last 3 won by Georgia Tech. Trying to claw their way back into it. Down by 4 in the 4th after winning the first 2. Lee, good low serve. Hogan to Ennis. Back in the middle to Booth. She seeks the back line, doesn't find it. 3 in a row, won by Georgia Tech, and it's 17-14. See how long Coach Wells keeps Robinson on the bench. This time it's to White. Almost able to finish. In the middle and into the net is Groom. That snaps a 3-point stretch. Back in Despania for Lee. Ennis to serve. Reagan Ennis, 2-time Freshman of the Week. 12 kills to lead all Cavaliers. Looking to the back corner. Underneath it's Velez. Set up in the middle. The double block. Dean and Booth were there. Back-to-back points. It's 19-14 for the Cavaliers. Timeout, Georgia Tech. And serving is Ennis. Good low serve. Returner down to a knee. The setup and cross-court shot from Deandra Pierce. That stops a 3-point stretch. Bielutski. She's serving. Here's Bielutski to the back and a missed hit from Ennis. Bielutski, the ace. 2 in a row for Georgia Tech, still down by 3. That number's still great, 345 hitting percentage for Virginia. Trying to pick up their first win against the Yellow Jackets since 2017. Fight at the net, tapped over by Dean, and did it drop? It did not, just wide. So the call was a net violation on Dean, and right away Coach Wells says she'll challenge it. And I think that's one of those where you're Coach Wells, you're supporting your player getting some playing time. And Dean, who's been such a good senior leader, Tuscola, Illinois native, she played for Eastern Illinois University, good volleyball program over there in Charleston, Illinois, transferring over here. Over 500 career kills. Anchors the front line when she comes in. Waiting to see what the referee decides as he has a look at the replay. Cavaliers take on Clemson on Sunday. They can come back and win this. That Clemson match has added significance because a win there would put them back at 500 in conference before 2 tough road games against Pittsburgh and SMU. Coach Wells, talking to us this week, said it's a chance for a lot of players to go down to Texas and play against SMU for the first time, so that'll be a lot of fun with their recent addition to the ACC. And the point does go to Georgia Tech. Coach Wells gets the explanation she's looking for at least. And it's 19-17. Okay, gut check time. Yellow Jackets have won the last 3 points. They've made it a 2-point fourth set. Bielutski to serve. There is Hogan. Puts it in the middle. Dean the kill attempt. Suarez puts it up. Now the cross-court shot from Groom. Diving pickup from Hogan. Kept it in play. Booth the ball. Hogan keeps it up in the air. She's everywhere. White the touch across. Suarez on the spot. The setup in the middle. And Despania finishes. Clip in the back line. It's a 1-point set. Timeout, Coach Wells. 4 in a row, won by the Yellow Jackets. Down 19-18. Leading 2-1. Yellow Jackets serving Bielutski. Hogan. The setup on the far side. Cross court by White. She continues to stay hot. 7 kills for Becca off the bench. Reed back in for Dean. That snaps a 4-0 scoring run, and now 5 points away from the fourth of the Cavaliers. Reed serve. It's a good one. On the other end, blocked by White. Free ball across. In the middle zone, set up to White. Her cross-court bullet is played. Top spin from Groom. Maybe another chance for White. It will be. That setup's a little tight to the net. Robinson kept it in play. Now Booth goes for the touch. Underneath it's Bielutski. And the cross-court finish for Pierce. Deandra Pierce, 11 kills just behind Despania. She was quiet against Stanford, only 4 kills, but has come out and played great tonight. Both these teams coming off losses to top 15 teams, trying to respond with wins. Booth. That's a good dig. The setup and the big swing. Somehow back across from the Cavaliers. Not that time. Despania finishes for kill number 19, and we're tied at 20. Velez to serve. Bit of an awkward return, but it works. White taps over. Sliding underneath to Suarez. The setup to Despania. She's long, but was it tipped? The official says no, and we're to get a challenge. Yeah, immediate challenge right away from Coach Kalia. I couldn't tell. Look, I had a pretty good view of it here, courtside. Clearly long. May have been tipped. I wouldn't put any money on it, though, certainly. Right now, as it stands, 21-20, absolutely massive review. The question is, was that big swing from Naomi Despania? Despania, pardon me. Was it tipped? Or was it not? Georgia Tech won the first set, 26-24. 25-23 in the second. Cavaliers came back, winning the third, 25-14. Lead by 1 for the moment here in the fourth. They have actually won 7 more points tonight, 8 if this stands, than Georgia Tech, yet they trail 2-1. Long review here from the official. It was a tough one to see. Might be a tough one to overturn. He has made his decision, though. And we'll find out. And the point does go to the Cavaliers. So for Virginia now, 4 points away from the fourth set. White comes out. Bowie subs in. Scott to serve. Hannah already 2 service aces, 3 for Zoe Dode. Barrier's got 2 as well. Into the net from Despart Pena. And it's 22-20. Timeout, yellow. Hannah Scott to serve. Here it is from Scott. That's a good one. And it somehow does not go back. 3 aces for Scott tonight. 2 away are the Cavaliers. And they've had a great attitude the entire evening. 3-7 in the ACC. Trying to inch closer to 500 and win their 3rd straight at home. Right at the net, Booth finishes. And the Cavaliers serve out the set. That's 10 kills for Booth. Only 2 kills and 5 errors against Miami. Cadence not happy about her performance tonight. She's been absolutely stellar. Barrier in the middle. Booth the topspin. Unbelievable get by Velez. Doesn't matter. Cavaliers take the set and we're even at 2 apiece. Georgia Tech wins the first 2. Virginia comes back in the first 2 sets. It's all Cavaliers in sets 3 and 4. We're ready for action from the 5th set. Suarez serve. Not the best return. Off the knuckles of Cadence Booth, and the first point goes to Georgia Tech. The service ace. Suarez picking up the service ace, her 10th of the year. Team's primary setter. Deep ball again to Booth. She returns, set up in the middle. Robinson may have mishit, potentially helped her. Big swing from Despania, double block of the net. Booth and Robinson, we're tied at 1. What a match from Jasmine Robinson. Approaching the double-double, 8 kills, 10 blocks. Reagan Ennis leads the team with 12 kills. Booth and Bowie in double figures. Here is Booth with the serve. Good low ball. Suarez gives to Garibaldi, pardon me, one of the better middle blockers in the conference with a big swing. She's got 7 kills. Dorovich subs back in as Groom, who's seen extended tick over these last couple sets, is out. Bielutsky to serve. One of the better arms in the team. Nice low serve. Innes digs it out. Set up back to Innes. Her cross-court ball played. Set up in the middle. Fedorovich, and she beats the diving Hogan. 3-1. Quick start from Georgia Tech. Most confident we've seen them since the end of the 2nd set. Cavaliers won by 11 in the 3rd, 5 in the 4th. And now serving is Despania. Ennis. Another ace for Despania. 2 aces in the set, and it's 4-1. Yellow Jackets building their confidence. Cavaliers had an answer being down 2 sets to none. Will they have an answer here? 2 teams looking for major wins in conference. The Yellow Jackets trying to go above 500. Robinson's kill attempt is blocked by Garibaldi. 5 of 6 to start for the Yellow Jackets. Timeout, Coach Wells. Kills. Team captain Suarez right behind her. Ennis has 12. She's been quiet since midway through the 4th. Haven't necessarily needed her, though. She returns a serve, gets the chance. She must have heard me talking smack. Ennis the kill. Reagan at 13. Now Barrier getting set. Already an ace tonight. Returning is Bieletsky. Set up to Despania. And the block. Back-to-back points for Virginia. It was actually Fedorovich on the attack. Barrier. Make it a 1-point game. Looking towards the back line. Set up towards the far side of Fedorovic, and the rocket goes off the wrist of Barrier. That's a tough one to dig out. 2-point stretch snapped. 6-3, Yellow Jackets on serve. It'll be Garibaldi, top 10 of the conference in service aces. Already has 2 tonight. So this is who you want. Ball in her hands if you're the Yellow Jackets at this point. Looking towards the back line. Set up in the middle. It goes to Bowie with Dean right in front next to her. Bowie goes up for the block. Ball down the line. It was wide. Was it tipped? No, it wasn't. Point to the Cavaliers. And a challenge coming. A couple Georgia Tech players were hoping for a deflection. And we will get a challenge. Was the ball tipped is the question. We'll find out here in just a minute. They're actually challenging whether it was in or out, not tipped. So the challenge is, was it in or out? Couldn't tell from my angle. Far side of the court, I thought I saw space. 2 players from Georgia Tech were pointing down to the hardwood saying it was in. It's a quick review. We got the call. See what it is. And it is out, so the point does go to Georgia Tech. So Yellow Jackets win the challenge. That's a big swing. It's now 7-3. Could have been 6-4, now 7-3. Game of inches. Yellow Jackets snap the 2-point stretch for the Cavaliers. They're on serve. Or actually, now a 2-point stretch for the Yellow Jackets. Garibaldi serve to the back line, set up on the near side. Innes mishits, it goes wide. 8-3. Rare mistake there on the attack from Innes. Hitting. Garibaldi to serve. It's a good one to Hogan. Somehow Innes able to get it back across. Leads to a good chance here from Despania. Blocked right back. Fedorovic down the line. Fedorovic, 14 kills. Now 9-3. Garibaldi to serve. Does Virginia have any juice left after coming back from 2 sets to none down? Hogan, Scott. Bowie's shot is wide. 5-0 scoring run for the Yellow Jackets. Coach Wells looking to bring in Barrier, and she does. Going to change things up and see if that works. Garibaldi goes right after Barrier. Sets up to Innes. Blocked. Diving play made. Kept in to the middle to Booth. Sends it across. Not the best setup. Fedorovic looks to the corner and she misses. Was not tipped. And that ends a 5-0 run for the Yellow Jackets. Now Dode. Three aces tonight for Dode. Number 4 would be huge. Couple would be even bigger. Nice ball down the line. Got up by Despania. Fedorovic now the attack. Ready for it is Dean, the setup. And the shot is wide from Innes. Innes still up over 270. She's missed a couple here late. Uncharacteristic from her. 13 kills for her tonight to lead all Cavaliers. Virginia, 275 hit percentage. Just 208 for Georgia Tech, but they've won these close sets. Lee's ball is a nice low one. Hogan on the return. Set up to Innes. This time she opts for touch. Diving play made. Set up Fedorovic. Her cross-court ball. Hogan somehow got it back across. Back to Fedorovic for a second chance. This time she does not miss. Finds the open space. And 3 points away from victory are the Yellow Jackets. Lee to serve. Barrier. Innes. Nice angle to get it across. Fedorovic on the inside out to Pierce. Open hole in the middle. What a comeback for the Cavaliers. Looking for their second 2-set-to-none comeback of the year. It's looking bleak at the moment, though. Abby Lee. The ace. Avenging her service error in the second set. And now a slew of match points coming up for Georgia Tech. Timeout taken by Coach Wells. Lee to serve again. Yellow Jackets serving for the match. Barrier. Dode. Cross court from White. Blocked by Fedorovic, and it's wide. Kate Johnson, the senior from Gainesville, Florida, only Cavalier player who's been in the program all 4 years. It's a voice they've relied on a lot this year, the Cavaliers have. She will serve to keep her team in. Good low serve. Despania gets it back. Fedorovic the hit. Popped up in the air by Johnson. The setup in the middle to White. Her ball is long, and that is how the match ends. The Cavaliers can't quite complete the comeback.